Let's turn to a father and son story. It's often said that the bond between a father and son isn't something that's easily broken, but imagine working alongside your own flesh and blood on the golf course, training hard hour after hour, day after day. That's exactly what Phil Taylor and his son Ben from Leatherhead did, but their hard sweat and training paid off when they brought home the European Father and Son Golf Trophy from Spain recently. They beat off teams from across Europe to be crowned champions, and they join me now in the studio. Let's just check with Phil that you haven't been moonlighting from the darts.
Yes, good morning. I'm on the line, Nick.
Hello, Phil. You haven't been you haven't been winning the darts up in the Midlands as well, have you?
No, not at all, not at all. I'm happy to say my golf is slightly better than my darts.
Okay, so we're talking about a different Phil Taylor. Now, congratulations on winning this trophy. It's an interesting competition. I've never heard of it before.
It is. Been run for 2 years now. Very much formative year was get the event off the ground. Toby Marsden, who inaugurated the event, has come up with quite a unique tournament, really. There aren't many events where fathers and sons who are pros and amateurs can compete, and it's flourished into a phenomenal tournament, and one that we were delighted to play in and even happy to bring the trophy home.
What did you have to do to get into the tournament? What do you play off?
I'm scratch. I'm a PGA pro. I'm a scratch handicap. And my son Ben, he's the same. He's a scratch amateur. And it's a free-for-all entry tournament. As long as people have got official handicaps, they can enter. And the nice thing is this year they made a point of a separate handicap event and a scratch event, which, you know, we're all competing in both, but very happy to come away with the spoils.
How old's your son Ben?
He's 17.
Ben, well done, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
You must be quite pleased.
Yeah, very. The main thing about the event was everyone went out there and enjoyed themselves and had a lot of fun. So winning it was just a bonus, really. But yeah, we were very pleased to bring home the silverware.
As someone who is one of the worst hackers ever to set foot on a golf course, I'm exceptionally jealous that you're already playing off scratch at the age of 17. Is it just a natural thing that you've got from your father, or is it something you've had to work at over the years?
Well, I've been quite lucky because obviously my dad's been involved with golf all of his life, sort of made it easier for me to build up that and have a better sort of understanding of the game at such an early age. So it gave me the opportunity to play as much as I wanted to, and it all just progressed from there, really, and just fell in love with playing it, and that's where I stand today.
Is it the golfer's life for you? Are you going to turn pro like your dad?
That's the dream, yeah, to try and play for a living when I'm older. So obviously it all starts from here, really.
Because, Phil, how tough is it to turn professional? Because, I mean, you know, whether you're a club pro or whether you're competing on any particular tour or circuit, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of golfers who are playing off scratch who all want the dream as badly as anyone.
There are. I mean, there's a lot of great players out there, and I think that's testimony to the game, really. The game's become a lot more accessible in the last 10 or 15 years, and the byproduct of that is we're getting more and more young players coming through at an earlier stage. It is a dream for many people, and you know, all you can do is give people an opportunity to try and develop, and that's what I've done. That's what I've done with Ben. Really, he's created his own talent. You know, he's very much a player where perhaps I wasn't. And I chose the club pro route. He obviously wants to look at the playing route, and you give them the opportunities and hope they develop from there.
I mean, why shouldn't you at the age of 17? So what is it that Ben's got then? What's about his game that makes you think he might have what it takes?
I've always said to Ben, one of the most important things in the game of golf to me is attitude, and he's got very positive attitude. You know, he doesn't let things faze him too much. You know, a bad golf shot is history, and you know, he gets on with the next one. So you know, it's a very individual sport. You know, the game's tough enough as it is without putting yourself under more pressure. So he's a good attitude, and he's very dedicated to what he does. He's very focused on it, and so far that's produced some decent results.
And Ben, what's it like playing with your old man? Do you trust his judgment out on the course in the heat of competition?
Most of the time I do. Yeah, he had a couple of wild ones, but we. Well, as a team, we did quite well. So yeah, very pleased with how he played.
So you've got a good working relationship, and you're both based at Paysham Park Golf Centre.
Yeah, it's Paxton, yeah, up in Leatherhead.
Sorry, beg your pardon. Are they chuffed for you?
Sorry?
Are they chuffed for you winning this competition?
Yeah. I briefly spoke to them when we got back, and the members and professionals seemed rather pleased. So it was quite nice to have a warm welcome when we got home.
Excellent. Well, we'll look out for your name in the future, Ben.
Okay.
It sounds like you've got a good man in charge, sort of guiding you through the early years.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks very much for coming on, both Phil and Ben Taylor, winners of the European Father and Son Golf Championship that took place in Spain. It's been running for a couple of years. Sounds like a fantastic competition. The time now is 8:30. And the BBC Surrey Breakfast headlines are brought to you by Emma James.